This is Jason Collington, editor of the Tulsa World. I'm here with Jimmy Trammell. We're talking Tulsans of the Year, and Jimmy has written two profiles of two Tulsans of the Year. The first one we're going to talk about today is Sterlin Harjo. Jimmy, I don't know. What did Sterlin Harjo not do in the last year to get this honor?
Yeah, usually we have an explainer of this is why this person is a Tulsan of the Year. And I noticed that in Sterlin's explanation for why he's a Tulsan of the Year, it was and this, and this, and this. So a lot of things, but and he made some history. Not a lot of people have repeated as a Tulsan of the Year.
That's
Sterling
correct.
repeat selection. I think he was named also in 2021, the
Yes.
first year Reservation Dogs debuted, and here he is 3 years later, Tulsan of the Year again.
And the thing is that not only do we have the success of what his films were, there's not too many Tulsans who can say they got a Genius Grant from the MacArthur Foundation. That kind of elevated him. That kind of announcement every year is kind of the who's who of up and coming people that are doing interesting work. Tell us a little bit about what attracted the MacArthur Foundation to what he's done.
Well, I believe he was the only filmmaker to get the so-called Genius Grant, which speaks volumes about what they think of his work.
Yeah.
And then, it's just funny to me that it's such a win-win thing. Like, one, somebody's calling you a genius. Two, you get this big chunk of money to spend however you want.
Right.
As you see fit. So, if you don't have to pick, you get them both.
And one of the things too is that there was the success. Of course, there was words of with the Emmys. Is this going to finally be the year? It was not the year, right? For Reservation Dogs,
it was a year for them to finally be Emmy nominated.
Correct. They didn't win it, but they got nominated.
Yes.
And we were hoping for that last season, since the last season was announced, that this might be the chance. That did not happen. But yes, Emmy nominated, and now we got reports today of Ethan Hawke in town, and he's looking around for schools for his kids. Tell us about the next Sterlin Harjo production coming to Tulsa.
It's very cool that Ethan Hawke's looking for schools for his kids. The same thing happened with Sofia Coppola when Francis Ford Coppola filmed The Outsiders and Rumblefish here. Sophia had to go to school somewhere, so she went to Tulsa for a little bit of her education. The next thing is a pilot, a Sterlin Harjo created pilot. Right now it's titled The Sensitive Kind. If you read the Tulsan of the Year story, you may find out that may not be the title of the show after all. But a pilot for that show was shot, and it was greenlit by FX, the same network that was involved with Reservation Dogs. And because it's greenlighted for a series, you'll see this show, which could be titled The Sensitive Kind, be shot sometime in Tulsa in 2025.
It's one of those things where, again, being the place where The Outsiders was filmed, Rumblefish, other movies, we're kind of becoming a TV town now. We did have a little bit of Tulsa King showcased in Tulsa. Unfortunately, it's not being filmed here anymore. But when you think of Sterlin Harjo, what are like three words that come to your mind, Jimmy?
Genuine, honest as far as the stories he's telling. And I'll use a word that he told me, stubborn. He's been stubborn with what he wants to do, which is a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is just, I said, one of the many Tulsans of the Year that we're profiling that are coming out on TulsaWorld.com. Jimmy, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.